Sunday, I suppose first up, mate, news about DJ today, obviously super disappointing, I'm sure. How does that affect the team moving forward?
Yeah, look, I mean, it sucks. I think it's not something you want to hear as an athlete to be injured, and as a group. He's one of our star players. So losing him is going to hurt, but it's a great opportunity for other guys to step up. We saw Keanu and Ben play great minutes last game. I expect that from Jacob Rigoni this game as well, and just everyone take a step forward and make it a whole team effort.
I want to ask about those guys, but just on DJ, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's so passionate. I'm sure he's really feeling it. Like he's the type of guy who I'm sure would love to be out there and doing what he can to help you guys, especially after a loss.
Yeah, 100%. I think there's no secret. He plays with so much passion, and it's great for us when he's out there. He's energetic, he's vocal, he's passionate, gets the fans going, and it gets us going as a unit. So obviously for him it's a bit tough, but now he has to kind of focus on himself and to get his hamstring and go through the rehab process there. He's been vocal on the sidelines and it'll be no different this Sunday. Obviously we're going to miss his presence away in Brisbane.
Can you just tell me about, you mentioned Keanu, he had such a great game last week, coming out as a DP, but also guys like Jacob who have been patiently waiting for their moments. What kind of opportunity is it for those guys in this game when the team really needs them to be stepping up?
Look, it's a great opportunity, and I think it's something that they've taken in stride. They're ready for the moment. They've shown it in practice day in and day out, and obviously with our roster, where we've got so many stars, it's hard for guys to get an opportunity, and when it does come, you got to grab it with both hands. And I think Jacob, Keanu and Ben will be ready this weekend when their number's called, and I expect them to have great games because they do it every single day at training.
When you lose a guy like DJ on top of already having KD and Trez out, does it feel like it's a bit more added pressure on this doubleheader? Doubleheaders are already tough when you're travelling and backing it up twice, but do you feel like this is one of those games that's almost a lot on the line this week compared to normal?
Look, there's a lot on the line every week. I think for us it's something that we're wary of, but we don't put too much emphasis on it because we practice the same way, we prepare the same way, and we've got the guys to be able to go out there and battle. Obviously losing DJ hurts, but once again it's an opportunity and one where we're relishing. We expect to win both games this weekend. That doesn't change, and going up to Brisbane and putting our best foot forward starts tomorrow night.
Big weekend for you potentially. Bateman had 50 plus a few weeks ago and Bryce had 59 last week. How do you go about stopping not just one but two of the league's kind of best scorers and most potent offensive players in a back-to-back weekend?
Yeah, look, I think a lot of that falls on our game plan and system. Bateman obviously is a fantastic offensive talent, and he showed that right before the FIBA break, and Bryce right after. So they're both coming in like red hot form, but for us it's the system yet again. You know what I mean? Obviously I'm going to go out there and do my job and make life hard for them. And we've got guys like Jarrell and Isaac and Ben protecting me at the rim, so just got to make sure to get them off the three-point line and get them inside the paint.
For you, I don't know if you're a guy who watches a lot of NBL or kind of tries to tune out, because of the amount of film you probably have to watch, but did you see Bryce's game and was it a surprise at all, or is that just kind of what you can expect any night from a guy like Bryce?
Yeah, it's something you expect every night from Bryce. I definitely watch the NBL closely and watch all the games because the competition's so tight, and any advantage you can get watching film and preparing for the other teams maybe a week or two earlier, does well when the time does come. And him scoring 59, Chris Goulding 46, Bateman 51, it's been a high scoring affair this year, and hopefully for our sake that it doesn't happen this Sunday and this Friday night.
How confident are you? You mentioned you expect to get 2 wins this weekend. You're a bit undermanned, but how confident are you that you can get that done based on what the team's been able to do this year, what you've seen in practice, and the guys that are going to be on their trip?
Very confident. I think we've got every right to be. The coaches have put together a game plan that has prepared us to the best we can. Physically we're a little bit undermanned, but the guys that are ready to play, they're fit and they're raring to go. So once again, it's an opportunity for everyone else on the roster to step up and follow the game plan to a T, and I expect that's not going to change tomorrow night or come Sunday.
You're a veteran in this team. With a guy like DJ out who's been the leader and been the captain, do you see it, I suppose, a bit of onus on yourself to step up and be a veteran leader, kind of fill some of that void that DJ leaves behind when he's not physically there?
No, not really. I don't think it's a void to be felt. I think everyone's a leader in their own right, and throughout the team. We've got guys who have got a lot of experience, you know, from Isaac to Jason, Jarrell, myself, you know, and guys who've been around the traps a bit. So in terms of that regard, not really. You know, DJ, KD was at training today. The guys are still vocal on the sidelines, and I guess it's more so the on-court presence and how well we organise our offense and defence. That's something that, you know, that's going to help us a long way to winning this weekend.